Hi everyone. I wanted to take a minute to show how to make a matted card for the Project Life app. And I'm creating this layout of my puppy Rascal, and I love this new doggy kit for the Project Life app. I love all the cards and the pattern paper. And in the upper left hand corner, I love using kind of a matted photo to kind of help it stand out a little bit. So I'm going to go over how to create that in the Rhonna Designs app. I'm sorry, the Rhonna Collage app, and using the Rhonna Designs app to make the pattern paper from the cards. So I'm going to close this, and I am going to start a new collage of cards. So just the upper left-hand quadrant, the orange quadrant to create the side-by-side cards, I'm going to choose that. And this orientation, the 4x6C, is the set that I like to use to create the backgrounds using the Project Life cards. So I'm going to create side-by-side two cards from the pet kit. And the dog-themed cards. I think the one that I chose is a little too busy, so I'm going to choose a grid, and I will choose the dog houses. So close that, and what I'll do is side by side you have two of the pattern cards, so I'm going to go ahead and save that, export that to my camera roll. Okay, it says it's saved. I'm going to navigate over to the Rhonna Designs app so I can create the 12 by 12 pattern paper. So I'm going to open Rhonna Designs, choose the bottom left hand side, and navigate to my camera roll. And I'm going to choose the square at the bottom to make a square pattern paper. I'm just going to pinch to adjust. I just want to get the lines kind of matched up a little bit and make it large enough so it's left to right and top to bottom. And this is where my husband, who has OCD, this wouldn't work for him because it's not precise enough, but I like it. Choose the top right quadrant for the check mark, and choose the top right again to save this to your camera roll. So now you've made a pattern paper from a Becky Higgins Project Life card. And I'm going to go ahead and start over. I'm going to do it again so I can do this other doghouse. I'm going to choose square at the bottom, square it up to make it left to right and top to bottom, and save it. And at the top, share it and do high res and save it to your camera roll. So now I'm going to open the Rhonna Collage. I'm going to start over. Sorry. New project. And at the top, I'm going to change it to, instead of square, I'm going to change it to the 3:2 ratio. And I'm going to navigate down. I'm just going to do maybe one of the pattern papers. I think two was too busy. So I'm going to fill the canvas, use a photo, and I'm going to choose, let's try the doghouse, see how that works. And then I'll add my doggy photo. And Rhonna gets a little tricky here. You have to go to the top left to adjust the image. Once you zoom in and move it around, it crops the image. So that looks good. And I like the white border around it. And if you want to adjust the canvas behind, you can hit crop and then move it so you like the paper the way you like it. I think that's good. I'm going to move the photo down a little bit. I just want to be able to see one of the dog houses. Alright, and then I like it. I'm going to go ahead and share it. And I change it to high res and do the export button and save the image. Then I open my Project Life app back up and I navigate to the saved layout. And I'm going to go ahead and swap this out for the new one we just created. And so I've created almost a mat using the same pattern paper. I'm going to go ahead and export that to my camera roll. And I'll open it up in Rhonna Designs. So bottom left, I'm going to open up a new one. I'm going to pick that layout. I'll save it. And I'll use the text tool to add his name. That's Rascal. And there are other tutorials on how to use the Rhonna Designs app specifically. But I like to use it to decorate my cards, to add text, to just kind of make it my own. As you can see, there's a ton of fonts. I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to search. I'm going to search for a heart. See if I find one that I like. Let's try that one. So I like to personalize the cards. And I'll go ahead and add some journaling. Let's see if there's a brown that I like. That looks good. I found these other colors the other night, and I couldn't even imagine how many color palettes that I didn't even know there were, but there's a little almost infinity sign to the top left over here, and skip login. And so for the Adobe Suite, there are different themes, and so you can pick a theme and pick different color palettes to work off of for your text. So I didn't know if you guys all knew that that was there, but besides using the color picker, you can also use different themes to kind of keep your colors coordinated. But I like that brown, so that's fine. I'll use that. And I'll add some of the dog themes. I know there's a dog house here that I want to use. I'll do that in the same brown. I guess I just like decorating my cards. I'm going to go ahead and try to add a banner. I think the last time I tried to search for banners, there was too many and I just gave up. I like the simple graphic type banners, but it looks like there's a lot of choices here. Sorry if this is making you dizzy. Maybe I'll try the washi tape. I think I found it here. You can see there's a ton of different banner options. There's one I like. Alright, I think it's to a point where I love it, so I'm going to save it high res to my camera roll, and of course I will open Rhonna Collage, start a new project, make sure it's square, and I will mat that. I'm going to add the background. And I've saved a few cards that I've liked. I'm going to organize those in my camera roll though, or it's going to get messy. I'll go ahead and add the layout, and I'll remove that border width. It's not my favorite. And I like using the Becky Higgins cards because it seems like it coordinates nicely, and there you have it. I think I like that. Alright, thanks for watching this tutorial, and if you have any questions, you can email me at k.imes@me.com.